let's move on. Oh, we have a new section. I didn't realize. We now have a section called Wombat's Fortnightly News. So every 2 weeks we do this?
Yeah.
Only every 2 weeks?
I figured it was time.
But only every 2 weeks.
We only do it every 2 weeks, yeah.
Right. What is it on every other week?
I don't know. Well, I don't have to figure that out yet. I have until next week.
Wombat's Weekly World News.
Exactly. Wombat's Fortnightly News. I like it because I've been playing a lot of the Fortnite. Because the second week for the new season pass came out this morning, and I finished all of this week's challenges in about an hour, which was actually kind of disappointing. But no exciting Aquaman stuff this week either, Ship. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, I'm out then.
No, there was a Diplo concert on Wednesday.
Is that? I think it's today. Yeah,
there was a replay today. I think.
Okay, whatever.
Tonight, yeah, I like that. I didn't go this one because he has like a country western thing going. I'm not too interested.
Yeah,
in that.
They were selling cowboy outfits for it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's popular.
I spent $75 and bought 3 of them.
No, you did not.
No, of course not.
Literally, the only thing I've never even played Fortnite before. The only thing I have is this chair that I'm sitting in.
It's a Fortnite chair.
It's a Fortnite chair.
We knew that. He said
let me
before.
See. It says Fortnite on it?
Yeah, it says Fortnite on it. It's a character. I don't know what this character is.
Right.
I don't know what character that is either, and I know a lot about Fortnite now.
It's the orange and so it's like a robot ninja guy.
Okay.
I don't know.
Those are good. Good combo.
This was another auction pickup.
You said your ninja was going to take care of RoboCop.
I did say that.
I remember.
Omega. Yeah, Darkness says it's Omega.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I thought Omega wasn't yellow though, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
It was on the box.
All right, should we move on to the big story of the week?
Sure.
Number one story.
Microsoft shut down Mixer, and it's going to move its streaming service to Facebook.
This might have been the other thing that depressed me.
Yes, that is kind of depressing.
Yeah,
I mean that's sort of weird, and my real question is, how is that going to affect your ability to stream instantly on the next Microsoft console? Is it still going to be a pain to try to get into, say, Twitch where people watch things? Am I going to have to set up my Facebook account now on my Xbox? Because these are all things I don't want to do.
Right.
Yeah, that was the depressing part of it to me. It wasn't like I'm sad for the people who like have to figure out what happens to their Mixer like accounts and all that they built up on those accounts. Like that's a really depressing thing.
Yes.
But then also the added like, oh crap, Microsoft's getting ready to like put out a new console, and the way that this announcement came across is they were teaming up with Facebook, like shutting down with Mixer and teaming up with Facebook. It's like, oh no, am I going to be logging into my Facebook account like when I turn on my Xbox?
Right.
Yeah.
I think the biggest, I mean, I got to be honest that I did not really read much about this other than like the headline and the first couple of sentences.
You got the gist.
I got the gist. My hope is that this is just Microsoft's admission that there's no way they can catch up with Twitch, handing off to Mixer to Facebook, and still supporting Twitch because things do not occupy in a vacuum. We don't live in a vacuum, even though you might want to believe that Facebook gaming is great or Mixer is huge. It's Twitch is still the king, and they should really support a Twitch app. It's not well integrated, Twitch, right now with the current Xbox.
No, not even a little.
They put out a new app recently, which is better, but like Shipwreck said, he's worried that it's not going to be integrated well, and I'm worried about that too. I'm hoping that they don't try to like box out Twitch, and that they really work with Twitch to make sure that they have a good experience on the new console, because it's really important for a lot of people.
Assuming Twitch makes some internal changes with the way that they, because isn't that the other big news of the week? That everybody from everywhere is a creep?
Right.
Including Twitch?
A lot of Twitch creeps.
A lot of Twitch creeps, including streamers and people that just work for the company, apparently.
I haven't.
I
been
can't
follow-
even keep up with.
I
who all
can't
the-
either, which is what's kind of horrifying, especially when you
is.
read it from people that you know, and it's like, I didn't know that happened to you, and that's not good. And you feel
Oh,
bad. and
IGN
it's-
was a bad spot. Right?
IGN was a really bad place. Yep, one of those people got to host the Avengers board table though, so
Right.
yeah. One person was accused, and then the next day he was hosting the live Avengers event.
That's a tough situation, right? Like,
Yeah,
you're
it's like-
you're accused and you already have something planned. Yeah, it's
I'm
a
glad I don't have to
no-win
make those
situation
decisions.
there.
Yeah, the a producer, we'll say, for the new Assassin's Creed game, he stepped down to deal with his, family
did he?
issues. Yeah.
For this thing over accusations.
Was that over accusations, or was I didn't follow
He
that one. I
was-
saw he stepped
I
down.
think he had cheated on his wife with convention fans, and he got
This all
caught.
sucks. I don't even want
Oy,
to talk
oy.
about this. This all sucks.
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy. And I'm not saying anyone's names because it's not my place to say, I guess. I don't know. Also, I can't remember anyone's name. So
Billy.
it kind of works out both ways.
Right.
But you can Google anyone you want. But yeah, it is. It's very it's disheartening. The Cards Against Humanity guy was another
Right.
one.
I didn't even know that guy apparently he got canceled a while ago. I didn't.
Yeah,
even,
no, he was someone I thought, I always enjoyed Cards Against Humanity. I even did their holiday charity stuff
Right.
for a couple of years in a row.
Right. That guy's now banned from making any decisions with the company
It's
or
crazy.
meeting or anything. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, a writer from Dying Light 2, Ghetto Sith Lord says in the thread.
Right.
It's it is. It's a big bummer.
It's people who sit. The problem, you know what it is? The common connection here. It's all like nerdy
It's all
people.
white men.
It's that could be. It's all like nerdy guys who spend a lot of time sitting at a computer who have found some level of fame through sitting at a computer, and now are using that level of fame.
Thank goodness
and
we
the
never got
computer.
famous doing this.
What's that?
Exactly.
Thank goodness we never got famous doing this.
Exactly. Thank God people are still laughing at us.
Yep.
I feel very fortunate that
No one
anybody
finds
that
us
we-
sexually attractive.
that I always feel that's fortunate. No, I feel fortunate that anybody who we've spent considerable time with in the industry has not been tied up with this.
Right. It
Mhm.
would be hard to do
Yeah,
would
that.
be hard.
that would be hard. Like, now, I don't know. The odds are that we've spent some time with somebody who's a total jerk, but I feel like we've steered clear of this pretty well with who we've associated with.
Right. I would say that I have good jerk radar, except I have two friends who are like fraudsters, basically. And that I didn't know. Well, I sort of knew one of them was a fraudster, the Tokyo guy. But it didn't affect me. He wasn't trying to defraud me, I knew. So anyway, it's too depressing. I'm kidding.
It's depressing. And again, I think all we have to say is, I don't know. I don't want to speak for everybody, but, we hopefully, can be examples of good people and be supportive when if need to, and hopefully change happens and it's positive. And that's it, right?
Yeah,
Right.
and there was a comment in here from Darkness that said you can't wait for the CAG E3 stories to come out. There are literally, we've told everything that has ever happened at E3. There's literally no dirt.
Right. I went back to my room and jerked off at midnight and was in bed by 12:05. I mean, asleep by 12:05
We understood.
Yeah.
every night.
We know you jerked off in the bed and then fell asleep.
Right.
Because really, what's the point if you're in a hotel?
Right.
It's
great.
hmm
That's exciting enough for me. Just being able to masturbate in a new location. That's
Uh-huh.
that's
That's
plenty
pretty
exciting.
exciting.
That's very exciting.
I know. So I
and-
got a pool.
Yeah, and I have a TV I could use like if I wanted to, but not for that. It's not. Got to use the laptop. Anyway,